Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Andrea and this is Beauty with Andy. So I didn't do a weekly Shop My Stash review last week. So I've been using a few new bits and pieces and I thought I would go through them with you on camera. I didn't want to miss this out again, just because if I left it till Wednesday, that Wednesday video would be extra long and I try and avoid that if I can. So I'm not going to talk too much here, just let's go over to my everyday makeup drawer and we'll talk about what I've been using this week. Right, so as always, let's start with palettes, face palettes, eyeshadow palettes, etc. So again, this one was in, I've not used this week just because I've not needed to, because I've been using the Too Faced Chocolate Gold, and that has all the transition shades in, like those two there. I explained a couple of weeks ago that the first shade there somehow smashed in my makeup bag, which I'm not too bothered about, to be honest. I mean, I would have liked to have panned it, of course I would, but it's only really good for like an inner corner highlight, so it would have took me ages to do that anyway. I probably still will focus on it, but I don't use it as much as I use the other two eyeshadows. Then we've got this Makeup Obsession Beauty with Andrea palette. They just put my YouTube channel on it. So I've used them two shades. I think it was last week I used them two shades. I've not used anything else. I think tomorrow I want to use this one and this one, just so I can say I gave all the face palettes a good go, and then it can go back into my makeup collection. So that will go back in there. This one has basically been the star of the party for the last, I don't know, 2 weeks at least. It's a Too Faced Chocolate Gold and I absolutely adore this palette. I'm going to open it up, but if you've been watching my Shop My Stash videos, you will have seen it. I've been using every shade in here, guys. I've been focusing on all the shades, so I've used now the top 2 rows. I just want to use these ones, and then the eyeshadow palette can go back. I have done a few looks, so I will, once Wednesday comes, I will put all them looks that I've done on Wednesday's weekly Shop My Stash. But yeah, it really is a beautiful palette. I love the metallics. I love the fact that you've got your transition shades here, So Bougie and what's that one called? Cocoa Truffle, and then they put this great big pan of like an ivory cream base shade, and that one's called Rolling in Dough. I just love the fact that it is such a big eyeshadow. It's like twice the size of these ones. So you can use that one for your like brow bone highlight if you've got darker skin than me, but what I tend to do is use it all over the eyelid, just so like all the other eyeshadows go on really nice. But yeah, I absolutely adore this palette. This is my favourite palette in my collection at the moment, and yeah, I wouldn't part with this for the world. Love that. We've got this one in. This one's been in now 2 weeks. I pulled it when I did my makeup inventory, so this is going to be the next palette that I use. It's the Catrice Cosmetics Glamazing Glamorous Neutrals Colour Baked Eyeshadow Palette. That's a mouthful. I got this for my birthday last February and I still haven't used it, so I do want to use it. I want to try the formula, see what it's like. I don't really use baked eyeshadows a lot, so I'm kind of wary about that. If anyone's tried this palette, if you'd like to leave me a comment down below and let me know your thoughts on it, I'd really appreciate that. This one came from TK Maxx. The price isn't on it. I think it was about £6.99. I got it from some birthday money that a relative gave to me. So yeah, I'll be using that, but I need to pull just a basic eyeshadow palette that has neutrals, a base shade, those types of things. I might pull my Naked Basic for that. And then we've got this face palette. So again, I've not used it this week just because I've been using other blushes in the everyday makeup drawer. I do want to leave this in the palette holder just until I've had use out of the box blushes by Benefit up at the top. I've used this one before, I've used this, I've used this, and I've used this and that one. So I just want to at least use the other face products at least once or twice, and then it can go back in the collection. What else do we have here? We just have a couple of lipsticks. This one can go back actually. I pulled this out from my makeup inventory and I did actually use it, so that one can go back. And I haven't used this one. This is the NYX Lingerie in Exotic, so this needs to go with my, actually I'll leave it here, and then I've just got a makeup sponge there, so that one can go back in. I'll just put that there, so that reminds me to put that away. I've also recently, it's not up yet, I've also recently done a video on this. Just quickly, I'll just tell you about it. So it's the Lacura Q10 Multi-Intensive Serum. As a woman of a certain age now, I do need to take better care of my skin, and I saw this at Aldi. Lacura is an Aldi brand, I'm not sure if you're aware of that, but it is a brand by them, and Q10 is supposed to be good for your skin. I have seen products by Nivea that have Q10 in them, and every time the advert comes on I say to my mum, oh, I must try that. And at the moment the day cream, I think it is, the day cream is on special offer in Superdrugs for less than £5. But I did want to just try the serum, and I don't think Nivea do a serum, correct me if I'm wrong, they might do. But I saw this one and I think this one was £2.99 at Aldi, so this is like the dupe for the Nivea one. So yeah, I did a first impressions on screen, and that video will be going up soon. Slightly going off topic of my weekly Shop My Stash review, but I just wanted to talk to you about that briefly, just in case you saw it to the corner there. Oh, and this one as well. So this is the Pixi Glow Mist with propolis and argan oil, and can you see how close I am to actually finishing it? And thank goodness for that as well, because I hate it. I hate this. It doesn't make me glowy. I don't find it makes me glowy. There's definitely uses for it that I've managed to do. I've basically put some on the sponge and like kind of pressed it in, and it does look alright, but I've used glowier, should I say, setting sprays than this, and this one is quite expensive. I think it's £18, £16 or £18 to buy, and I've used less expensive ones than this and they're much better, so I won't be repurchasing that. I'll be using the bottle though, because the bottle is really nice, or should I say the sprayer, so I'll use that. I have got a Primark one and I don't like the sprayer on it, so I'll just change bottles over. Right, so let's go into my everyday makeup drawer now. So we've got loads of goodies in here. As per usual, I'll just talk you through what I've been using. So I've been using this NARS Pierre Hardy in Boys Don't Cry. It is a really nice blusher. Let's see. I'll see if I can open it for. Right, so this is what it looks like. It really is pretty. It doesn't look as pink with the camera light on, but it is really pigmented. I mean, can you see how pigmented that is? If you go on with light hand, it definitely is a really nice blush. So I don't need to use that anymore. I know I want to keep it. This I'm still really on the fence about, this Face Studio Chrome Extreme. It's in Sandstone Shimmer. It really is a pigmented highlight, but I just think it's too dark for me. I do want to keep it a little bit longer. I mean, this wasn't the one that I wanted when I bought it. I wanted the lighter one. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, I wanted the lighter one and they didn't have it, so I thought I would try this, but I didn't swatch it in the shop. I should have swatched the tester and I never. So yeah, they will be going back on Wednesday for sure. Then we've got the Mary Luminizer. I haven't used this week, but I used it last week. Really love this one. I think I'll keep that in for an extra week, to be honest. Then we've got the Hourglass Dim Infusion. I haven't used that at all this week. I'm going to see if I can open it without stopping the camera. This one is beautiful. I think I'll be using this over the next couple of days. Just absolutely stunning. I've not used this at all this week either. It's the NYX. It's a blusher in the shade Taupe, but it's more of a contour shade for my skin tone, so that might stay in an extra week. This one, I'm thinking about decluttering. I'm only thinking about it at this stage. It just doesn't seem to show up that well. I mean, I love the packaging. Yeah, I love the packaging and the fact that it's got a flower on the front like that. But it is a very sheer blush, so I might declutter that. Then we've got this Becca Opal highlight, and this one again is, I feel like it's too dark for me. I feel like a lighter, right, so that's what it looks like. I just feel that's a lot like the Maybelline one. They're very comparable, I think. In fact, let's do a couple of swatches. Right, so this is what they look like. So the Maybelline one is to the right, the far right, so it's the first one, and then the Becca one is to the left. I feel like the Becca one is slightly darker, but yeah, they are very comparable, I feel. So, I mean, I just feel like they're too dark. I mean, you can tell that they're too dark on my skin tone. If I was going to keep one, it would probably be the Maybelline one, because the Opal is really dark. It needs to go to someone with darker skin tone than me, but I'm not sure who to give it to. But yeah, I'm going to keep it for now, and I'm going to try it out because I've not used it yet. I have been using this. I've only used it once though, so I do want to use that again. Really like those Max Factor blushers. This has been used quite a few times. It's a Rimmel Stay Matte in transparent, so that will go back on Wednesday and we can choose a different powder. I've not used that. I've been using the Hourglass, but that's in a project pan anyway. I've used this quite a few times, but not this week. Last week. I absolutely adore this palette, and those are very comparable to the Hourglass palette as well, so if you do want to try a more affordable palette, I would recommend these. I've got this palette, which is Beyond Radiance, and I've got the Radiance one. Absolutely love both of them. Then we've got my mascaras. So we've got the Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect in Waterproof. I'm still not 100% on this. I'm not 100% sold. I'm going to give it another couple of weeks, and if there is no improvement in it, I'm just going to declutter it. However, I absolutely love this Kiko False Lashes Concentrate. It really is a good mascara, so yeah, definitely keep that. Then I've been using this Colourpop and Kathleen Lights Aquarius. This seems to be going on forever, but I use it with all my nude lipsticks. Also, I've got this. I've not been able to use this because of that infection in my eye that I have. I don't know whether it's a sty, a spot, just a really bad infection or what, but every time I go to put eyeliners on, I think whatever it is gone, and then the next day it comes back. So it could be the fact that these eyeliners are a little bit older and just need decluttering, and I just need to buy a couple more in those shades. So that one's Silky Nude, and then I've got But First Espresso, which is the brown one. Then we've got the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette, which is also in a project pan. I recently did my project pan update. I'll leave it in the cards here. Also, this is in a project pan as well, so I showed the progress on this. This Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Setting Powder, I used it for the first time today. I think I pulled too many powders out, if I'm being honest. I pulled like 3 powders out this week. Then we've got this one. I will be decluttering it. I thought I could use it as a face powder. Nothing comes off onto the brush hardly. It's getting lumps and bumps everywhere, so that only tells me that it's gone bad. Bronzer. So this is the bronzer I have been using over the last couple of days. It's the Physicians Formula, I think it's called, Sexy Booster Bronzer. And although I really like it, it is a luminescent one. I mean, it's completely luminescent all over, but it's more luminescent on the corset. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm still going to use it. I'm not going to declutter it from the collection because it is a really pretty bronzer. But what I'm going to do is when I use an old matte one, like this Bourjois one, I can just place it over the top just to give it that dewy, sexy goddess bronzer look. So yeah, I've been using this Bourjois one more than I've been using the Physicians Formula one. It is really pretty. It's a very warm toned bronzer, but yeah, it's really nice. This came from TJ Hughes. It was so inexpensive, a lot more inexpensive than they are at Boots. I think about $3.99 or something like that at TJ Hughes, and I know they're more than that at Boots. And it also comes in this gorgeous packaging. I think it smells of coconut as well. Let's just smell it. Yeah, it smells of coconut as well, which is really nice. Love a good bronzer that smells of something, and I think whoops, I think this Physicians Formula one smells of chocolate. Yeah, it does. That one smells of chocolate. Just let me check I haven't actually broken any of these face powders. No, they're all intact, thank goodness. Right, what else? So all these haven't been used yet again. I need to be using this so I can put it back, and then I can do another Shop My Stash makeup inventory. So I need to use this week at some point. What else do we have? I've not had to use this again just because I've got that Rolling in Dough shade in my Too Faced Chocolate Boy. I'll probably need to use it next week. And then we've got all my face products. So we've got, we've got the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. So this was another powder that I pulled that was probably unnecessary really. So I pulled 3 powders for a week, which is a bit extra, but never mind. Then we've got the Nivea Daily Essentials 24-hour moisture boost. I wear this every single day. Such a good moisturiser, and it's so inexpensive. So that's that. This is the concealer I've been using, and I absolutely love it. It's probably one of the cheapest concealers in my collection. It's by Revolution, and it's the Fast Base Concealer. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. My anxiety must be kicking off. I've had a really stressful few days. So yeah, that must be what's going on there. And then we've got this CoverGirl True Blend in the shade I2. This is a really good foundation. I've only used it once, and that was today. But it is a really good foundation. Before that I was using this one, and this one is really good as well. It's the Bourjois Matte, and it says it lasts is a 24-hour hold. Not too sure about that because no one uses foundation for 24 hours, but it does stay on. It's really, really good. I haven't used this, the Body Shop Vitamin C Glow Enhancer. I have used this once though. This was today actually as well, and I only used it on my nose for my pores and just on my cheek area. I've used this quite a few times. It's the Japanesque Radiance Primer. So yeah, it's just a really, really nice primer. So we'll leave these in till Wednesday. Then on Wednesday I'll talk to you again about what's going back. Right, and then we've got all these products here. I'm going to do a pamper night. I don't know whether it's going to be tonight or tomorrow. And just use all these products. So hopefully on Wednesday when we come to shop my stash, these will be out, because these have been in a few weeks now. So we've got these, like, what are they called? They're called like gold eye gel pads or something like that. I'll get the name of them. I got them from Bodycare, by the way, if you live in the UK. Really inexpensive, I think 99p, and you get quite a lot. Same with these Tea Tree Deep Cleansing Nose Pore Strips. So I need to try that, and most of all I want to try this one. So it's the Garnier Skin Active Hydro Bomb Tissue Mask. And it's the Ultra Hydrating Rejuvenating Mask. I really, really need, like, my skin really needs a lot of hydration at the moment. So I'll try that this week, and then I'll go back to this next week. It's the Pink Clay and Golden Glow Multi Mask. And one side's clay and the other side's like got kind of a luminescent mask to it. What I'll do is I'll show you. I have done a video, but I don't think it's... This, guys, is so nice. So it smells absolutely gorgeous. And I have, like I said earlier, I have done a video of me using this for the first time. Was a bit of an epic fail because I didn't really know what I was doing. So this side here is the clay mask. So you put that on your T-zone or wherever you've got like enlarged pores. And then this side here is... the side where you want to like have more glow, whether that's under your eyes and around your cheeks and things like that. So what I did is I put this all in my T-zone. I'm getting it on my hands. I put it all in my T-zone, and then for the rest of the face put that all around the face. And I used this, I think it needs a wash, but I used this Zoeva brush here. So yeah, I'll need to wash that before I do the next clay mask anyway. It's just a really, really good product, I think. And I've not bought skincare from Aldi. This also came from Aldi. It's the Lacura Pink Clay and Gold Glow Multi Mask, and it looks like a really, really expensive product. I know it was $6.99. I thought it was $4.99. Went to the counter, it was $6.99. But because you got two items and they're both 50 mils, I just thought, why not try it? I don't tend to like spend that much on skincare. All I tend to do is get a cleanser, a moisturiser, and a toner. And I do want to like start making more of an effort with my skin, because you've only obviously got one face, and you know, want to make more effort to look after it. So I thought I would try this, and I'm glad I did. I know I've only used it the once, but I tend to use it at least once a week. You can use it up to twice a week. So yeah, I do want to use this once a week, and then that one daily and nightly. So I'll be able to give you updates by the end of December, I should imagine, just let you know how I've been getting on with it. Let me know if you've tried these products. I'd love to know what your thoughts are on it, or if you've tried any other Lacura products from Aldi. I did see a lot of makeup when I went there. They did have quite a lot of makeup that duped other things, like they did like a primer that looked exactly the same as the Smashbox. I think it's called the Smashbox Photo Finish or something like that. Not too sure because I've not had that primer, but yeah, I would really, just off the one go of this mask, I would really recommend this, and I really did enjoy this as well on first impressions. But I am gonna give you more of an update, like I said, at the end of December. So this is the end of my Shop My Stash weekly review now. Thank you for watching, it really does mean a lot to me. If you've not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and notifications bell. It would mean so much if you came across and joined my little fam here on YouTube, and I'll see you in my next one. See you on Wednesday, guys.